But right away, look at a Kufra instant lock. Is it their comfort pick? Do you know about this team?
I'm not sure much about this team. You know, I seen them play a couple of times, but I haven't really watched their match like through the beginning throughout the end. So I don't know. This is the first time I'm watching them from the beginning. So we'll see what happens.
I see. Well, Hayabusa is actually a pretty decent pick here, especially against Farsa and Bruno. Hayabusa is definitely good. Because it's actually gonna itemize the Bruno into a Wind of Nature. If Bruno doesn't get Wind of Nature, it's gonna be really hard to go against Hayabusa. And also with Farsa, if Farsa doesn't get Wind of Nature, sorry, if Farsa doesn't get Winter Truncheon, it's gonna be hard to counter that Haya once he gets his shurikens and ulti going. But for this Kadita though, this is a very unorthodox pick for TSU here. So who do you think won the draft in your opinion?
I think TRS won the draft. Their early game, they need to play really aggressive, and with their Eve pick and with their Matilda pick, and even Yuzong side lane, he could play really aggressive as well.
So you're actually correct. It is a Kadita side lane, which I have never seen this before. Wow, this is something that I might try myself. But I'm very surprised. In my own opinion, I think Claude should have gone gold lane and then Hayabusa should have been the jungler. But let's see if Team Rockstars could pull it off. Alright, it is the Kadita side lane, guys. Matilda trying to give some vision and try to get some information. He does have the roaming item for his team with the Eve. And look at that damage from Farsa and the, who was that? Jeez, was that the Kufra? Yeah, that was a lot of damage. And Eve already needs to recall right away. Claude is going to be farming super slow. As we all know, jungler Claude farms really slow. So the one thing that TSU have an advantage on is the early game objective. Already they have an advantage, alright? Because before Claude gets Demon Hunter's sword, he's kind of useless. He needs to farm until he gets Demon Hunter's sword, alright? Once Claude gets Demon Hunter Sword, that's when the power spike comes up, and that's when he'll take more objectives. So what most Claude users will do is they'll just upgrade their jungle item to 2nd tier, get normal boots, and then rush Demon Hunter Sword. They don't want to rush 3rd tier jungle item because it doesn't benefit Claude as much. All right, you want to take the 3rd tier jungle item after you build your Demon Hunter Sword. That's most Claudes, right? I'm not saying all of them, but most Claudes will do that item in that chronological order. But let's see what happens here. Nice knockup coming in from Kufra again, already showing some pressure. We did see a Kufra earlier from another Mexican team, but already this Kufra is already playing better, honestly. From what I can see, it looks like Claude doesn't have the blue buff. Claude doesn't have the blue buff, so now Bruno, this is going to be a free turtle right here. There's no way Claude could contest this turtle without any mana at all. Let's see what they're going to do. Nice Kufra knockup again. Wow, this Kufra has been playing insane. Jeez, 2 knockups already, but a first blood from Claude. And Farsa actually ended up getting that last hit on the turtle, even with the retribution on the Bruno. So, pretty weird situation happening here right now. It is a 2-for-0 trade for a turtle. Is it worth it? Not really, because Bruno was the one that died. If Bruno didn't die, it was going to be worth it. If anybody else died, except for Bruno, I think it would have been worth it for TSU, for the turtle. But since Bruno died, I think Rockstars has that little bit of advantage, right? Little bit of advantage. But let's see what happens here. Claude is still farming pretty well. Finally, Claude has the blue buff, so he's going to be able to stack his... he still doesn't have a lot of mana, by the way. So he needs to kill these jungle monsters so he can sustain his mana. The blue buff is helping him a little bit. So and Eve has just been clearing this mid lane pretty consistently here. Doesn't want to leave it alone. I would say that Farsa roams a lot faster than Eve and wave clears a lot faster than Eve. But it's Eve has more zoning potential, and just the slow is just insane, right? Once you get hit by an Eve ulti, it's like you're crawling. You're not even walking. You're crawling. Even the second skill, look at that on the Kufra. That's slow, man. The poke is just insane. But let's see what. Oh my god, look at the Kadita! Almost killing that Hayabusa, but he did not manage to kill him. He had 1 HP. Super unfortunate for Kadita. Super nice try though, I would say. It was not a bad try at all. He almost killed the Hayabusa with 1 HP. It just, I don't know if it was lucky, but it is the way it is. Kufra going for a knockup, but he's not gonna get anything. Claude is gonna BMI out, and Farsa is gonna zone out the Claude. The turtle will spawn right now, and it looks like Team Rockstars really showing their experience. Alright, since it's my first time seeing TSU, Team Rockstars already ready for the turtle before it even spawns. The vision is there. They're just waiting for Claude to get this blue buff before doing this turtle. But it looks like TSU, they want to be the one to engage first. Hayabusa actually gets a 1v1 on a Paquito, and Farsa gets a kill on Mathilda. I don't know how that happened, but that's not supposed to happen like that, alright? You already got the advantage by killing Paquito, and there was no way in your life that you were gonna get the bot lane tower with the Mathilda. So I don't know how he died there, honestly. Just mispositioned and overextended, I guess. But look at TSU already starting the turtle. It's gonna get reset. The Yuzhong already ulting, and I think TSU, they want to reset here. Wait for the Yuzhong ulti to be done. But the Kufra jumped onto the Yuzhong, which is a little bit risky right there. Usually you don't want to fight a Yuzhong when he's in demon form. But the turtle will be taken by Rockstars here, even with a Claude jungler. Usually when you have a Claude jungler, even the second turtle you're not gonna get. Claude jungle is really weak in terms of early game objectives, but late game objectives super fast. All right, so let's see here. Claude hasn't had a problem. He's 202. He's been farming freely. Level 9. He's actually higher level than the Bruno. He almost has Demon Hunter Sword. I'm surprised he went for 3rd tier jungle right away and armor boots instead of cooldown. But I guess he's just worried that he needs to be more tanky. But so far it hasn't been bad at all. Kufra got a pretty decent set, but no follow up here for the side of TSU, and this is not gonna be good. Killing spree from Claude. One thing that you don't want to happen when you're against a Claude jungle is to feed Claude early game, because once Claude goes online, there is no stopping him. All right, the only way to stop Claude right now is if Paquito or Kufra gets a knockup every time he goes for a blazing duet, or I mean, let's say Kadita gets a petrify and a second skill. That's another way you could kill the Claude, I guess. So, and I think that's why they drafted the Kadita and the Kufra here, to counter the Claude. They needed some knockups since True was banned. But let's see here, Paquito doing a decent job. Oh, nice ulti, nice purify from Mathilda to get away from that engagement right there. But in terms of gold lead, Rockstars is definitely ahead of gold. Let's see if the problem with Paquito here, guys, is wave clear, right? Especially if there's many people trying to push your tower. Paquito really needs to have his ulti available if he wants to wave clear the minion wave. If he doesn't have his ulti, oh man, it is so hard to defend your tower. Nice Kufra knockup again. It looks like this Kufra is playing pretty. He's not scared. You can tell he's not scared, and he's jumping in every time he sees the opportunity to. Nice knockup coming. Another jump from Kufra, by the way. But I think he BMI'd out. I'm not sure what happened. Nice ulti from Kufra as well. But Hayabusa is gonna live another day. Eve has his zoning ulti. No need to cancel, and Claude gets another turtle. So 2 out of 3 turtles goes to the blue team, which is, honestly, guys, it's supposed to be the other way around, especially like I said with the Claude jungle. But right now, Claude is snowballing. This is not what you want to see. You're just setting yourself up for failure if you're feeding a Claude. He has DHS, he's about to get Golden Staff, and maybe later, honestly, he doesn't even need Wind of Nature yet, since Bruno barely has any items at all. Bruno has 5,000 gold. I mean, I guess Bruno has a little bit of items. Berserker's Fury, about to go for Endless Battle. Not so bad. So maybe he could go for Wind of Nature after the Golden Staff for Claude. For Hayabusa though, Blade of Despair right away. Eve, Ice Queen Wand for even an extra slow, right? Without Ice Cream Wand, Eve's ulti is already super slow. With Ice Cream Wand, you're just not gonna move at all. It's almost like a semi-stun. And look at the Claude going in by himself, Blazing Duet BMI in. Ulti, Jesus. But Hayabusa's gonna get bursted by the Bruno. This might be a comeback. Oh, but they might be a little too overextended here. Yu Zhang is trying to clean up. And nice Eve ulti to make sure that nobody runs away from the team fight. Kadita's gonna be using his wave out though. Nice. Look at that slow from Eve. Farsa's not moving. Jeez. Farsa is not moving. She's crawling. Oh my god. This is why Eve is so freaking broken. She might not have like a solid stun, but that's slow, man. I think Munto needs to nerf it a little bit. The slow. If they nerf the slow a little bit, she might come out of the meta though. So that's the problem. That's the problem. Considering she's a new hero, I think here we go. Claude is still snowballing. 5 kills for Claude. That is not a good look for TSU. But as long as they can protect this Bruno, I think they still have a chance. It's never over. Plus, this Kufra has been making plays. It's just that he hasn't had a follow-up he wanted. Right? This Kufra has been playing pretty decently, to be honest with you. His jumps is not that bad. His ulti is not that bad. All his plays are pretty reasonable. But Farsa gets a kill on Hayabusa, but the Lord is being taken here by Rockstars. Oi, look at the Cooper going for another set. Oi, Cooper going for a steal of the Lord, and that was the Cooper play that I was waiting for. But it's gonna be a cleanup for Claude and the Yu Zhang. But still, that is so worth it. You have a Farsa, you have the Lord. Cooper, make it a Cooper, bro. I'm telling you guys, I could tell right away by the way he just uses his skills if he's a good Cooper or not. Alright, this one is a good Kufra, but look at this Claude going into the Farsa. Farsa, what are you doing? You need to go out, bro. Oh man, but I think that's actually in favor of TSU, even though they died there. Because if Team Rockstars got that Lord, they were gonna push all the way with a fed Claude. It would have been a lot harder. But getting this first level Lord will buy them time. Alright, so this is good. This is really good for TSU. What a nice steal from, is that Tamal or Jamal? I can't really, it's Tamal, alright, it's Tamal. It looks like a J on my screen because my screen is blurry, but it's good enough. Plus, Bruno's gonna get his items, Kadita's gonna get her items, Farsa's gonna get her items even though she's 1-4, so they're definitely gonna hurt as well. They're a late game oriented team as well. So this game, the problem with this, guys, yes, Claude is super fed, but let's remember, it is a jungler Claude without Purify. That's the problem with Claude being played as jungler. One knockup is all you need to kill the Claude. One set, one misposition to turn the game around. But if it was a gold laner Claude with Purify, then you have assurance that you're gonna live. Oh my god, Kadita solo killing a Hayabusa. How does that even work? Is that it? I didn't even know that was possible, but alright. Kadita getting a solo kill on Hayabusa. I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. But nice play, nice solo kill. TSU finally getting some breathing room. And I think, I can't really see the gold lead. It is a little bit blurry. But I think the gold lead is not too far off. And TSU might even be ahead from what I can see. I'm not quite sure. I think it's 38.7. And then Rockstars has like... Okay, I'm not even going to try to guess because it's really blurry for me. But let's keep going. Kufra looking for a set here in the mid lane. He is aware that there's people here on the riverside. So let's see what happens here. Can he make another game-changing play? He stole that Lord with Tyrant's Revenge. Wow, what a play from Kufra. Even though Claude had Retribution, by the way, so that means that Claude missed retreats. That is a big mistake right there. You don't want your jungler to miss retreat a Lord. Or anything, really. You need to have your jungler calculate his retribution, right? But let's see. Can they come back? Farsa's just gonna wave here, buy some more time. Mathilda trying to harass the Farsa from using the feathered airstrike. Bruno is getting a little bit fed now, getting to late game, definitely. He is level 14 or 15, and Pakito going in needs to flicker out. Yuzhong already using the ulti. He's gonna go in. Look at the Claude going in. There's the knockup that I was talking about. After the knockup, Claude needs to BMI out, but still, it's a 1-4-0 trade in favor of Rockstars. I really thought they were gonna be able to burst out the Claude, but he was able to BMI out on time. It was a nice knockup from Pakito. This Pakito, I don't know. I don't know if he force picked the Pakito, but right now he's 0-4-1. He should be good against this team actually. Against Claude, he's really good. Against Haya though, Pakito is really weak against Haya because he's invulnerable after he ultis. But let's see what happens here. Kufra tries to go for a knockup. He is gonna miss, and I think Rockstars is playing pretty disciplined right now, waiting for the next Lord, and hopefully this one doesn't get stolen this time, right? Bruno is all the way top lane. Oh my god, Bruno, what are you doing, bro? The Lord has spawned. You need to help on the Lord's side. Oh my god, you're alone on the top side. You don't even know if there's like a Hayabusa there or what. Oh god, I'm not really sure what Bruno's doing right now, but he is on the top side by himself without any vision. Yet he's face checking by himself. This guy is very, very brave. This Bruno, look at his positioning. I don't even, well, now they know where the Hayabusa is. So what I think what they're gonna do is, Bruno's gonna push the top lane tower. It's best for Rockstars to do the Lord fast because Bruno doesn't have retro. Bruno's not there for the Lord. What is he doing? But you're trading a first tier tower for a second level Lord. I don't understand. That is not worth it in any perspective, in anybody's perspective. I don't know what he was thinking. He was trying to push the top lane for a level 2 Lord. Yeah, I don't understand. But as soon as Team Rockstars saw Bruno on the top side of the map, they knew that they could do the Lord easily because nobody was gonna retreat, right? Nobody was gonna retreat. So good map awareness for Rockstars, knowing that fact. Just simple game sense, honestly. And I just think that it just shows how inexperienced TSU still is compared to Rockstars, alright? Still very inexperienced. You don't want to make simple mistakes like that. That should not be happening. Claude's still super fed. Can we get a quick item check here? Let me see what items Claude has. Oh, okay. So he does have golden staff. He did buy, is that an Athena shield and a Queen's wings? To counter the Farsa. Pretty reasonable. Steve has necklace, glowing wand, wind of nature for Bruno, and Bruno is almost full build, by the way. Alright, so we're good with that. Let's see what Team Rockstars will do with this Lord here. I mean, TSU has decent amount of whip here. They do have a Farsa, and Bruno mispositioning himself right there, too overextended, and I think this might be it, guys. Yuzhong, go into the Farsa. There we go. Cancel the Fender airstrike. Turn around. Try to knock off Kadita's ulti. No more ulti for Kadita, and nice passive kill for Yuzhong. And this might be GG, well played. Rockstars will end the game. Congratulations to Rockstars. Not a bad game for TSU as well. Thank you for participating, and GG, well played.
GG, well played to both teams, to TRS and TSU. Thank you, TSU, for participating, and then TRS, congrats on your win. What do you think is their biggest mistake there, Paulo? Because I could tell you, I can notice that mistake right away.
I think the Bruno was not supposed to be there. Oh man, the Cooper was playing well, honestly. You could see that he got bronze.